So the situation we find ourselves in today is I've got this canvas, this heavy duty, it's like 37 ounce canvas, heavily impregnated with wax. Like this stuff is crazy solid, made in the UK, really nice stuff. And one of the things I've been wanting to make for... What are you doing? And one of the things I've been wanting to make for a while now is like a tool bag. You know, small, simple, duffel style bag, just like something you can grab and go, you know, throw tools in. It's gonna be strong enough, rugged enough to hold screwdrivers, saws, knives, sharp things, and without, you know, punching through the side. Just, she's really distracting, isn't she? Hello. Okay, you can go. As I was saying, just something that is simple to make, but rugged, dependable, something that can last you hopefully the rest of your life, but really only takes, you know, a few hours to put together. So that's the idea today. We're gonna use the best material we can. We're gonna use the strongest techniques we can and hopefully show you how to do it with, you know, regardless of what equipment you have. So let's see how this goes, shall we? Now, before we put the ends on, I want to look at getting the handles attached. So I've got some canvas webbing. So this is cotton as well. So the whole thing is going to be pure cotton. Just because the original plan with this was to have it wrapping all the way around and coming up like a handle like this. I like fully wrapped handles because it gives it just that much extra strength. You're not relying on any stitches to hold it together. You're using the actual strength of the webbing, so you can carry a lot more weight. But unfortunately, even though I've got 2 yards of this, it's still not enough. So unfortunately, I'm gonna have to cut these, fold them, and stitch them sort of halfway down the bag. Well, I knew it was going too smoothly. There had to be something that would go wrong. And the size of the ends compared to the length of the middle piece, sides are too long, did not account for the fact that when you're pinching this together, the radius or the diameter of the end actually decreases. Right, so as you can probably tell, different day, didn't manage to get everything done last night before the sun went down. Tried a few different options for materials for seams, from leather to thinner canvases. I just didn't have enough of anything really, and leather was too stiff. So I ended up using leftovers of this fabric, which is fine. Main problem being that this fabric is very thick, and although I do have a nice big sewing machine, which was able to get through the 6 layers that you have when you're doing a doubled up seam, I also didn't have any lengths long enough to go all the way around because I only had a little bit left. And so then there's joins where there's 8 layers, scratch that, 10 layers of canvas, which even my machine was struggling with. So ideally, if you're gonna do seams, you wanna use a thinner material, something that's not going to bog down your sewing machine. The other thing you might notice is at the bottom edge that I had, I wasn't happy with the seam that I had used. There was only one stitch line holding everything together. So I just stuck a reinforcement piece over the top and sewed that down so that that bottom seam is really nice and strong. So you've seen pretty much everything involved in making this. What would I do next time if I was going to do this again? I didn't add any kind of lining, and that was intentional because this canvas is sturdy on its own. I don't need a lining, but I didn't cover over the exposed underside. If you want it to be perfect, you could find a way to either wrap that waxed canvas up and around and sew it together, or add a new, like just a strip on top or something just to cover that over and prevent any fraying later and to make it look a bit tidier. Handles, I think the handles are going to be plenty strong the way that they've been stitched. Again, ideally, if you can get a longer length and have these wrap all the way under, and then on this second one, you would have them meet in the middle and sew in the middle. It's just going to be that much stronger. You can sew it all the way around. So yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you found this video interesting or somewhat useful. If you did, please don't forget to drop it a like, comment, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for all future videos, weekly-ish. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourself, and I'll see you in the next one.